Hello, my little munchkins, my little crones, and my little chickens. How are you on this fine, fine Thursday morning of the end of, what is it, March? I think this was today. It's the 29th. Is the day the 30th, because tomorrow is the 31st. And then April starts on Saturday. It's Saturday, whatever. We know we close, but you know what? It feels so good to see April this year. Hey, April! Welcome. So anyway, with all that being said, I had did some videos and it was so intense, but they got lost in the shuffle. So I want to do Tekashi 6ix9ine. I want to do a reading on him. Let's see what we come up with. I was very concerned about what happened to him when he was attacked. I really don't like to just read on people, but when they are brutally injured or harmed, or their life has expelled from them, and it depends on who they are and what they stood for. And what I understand about this young man, he was in controversial figure. He was a rapper. I like some of his music, but nevertheless, he was in a sauna somewhere, I think in Georgia, I believe. Florida, yes, Florida. Thank you, baby Crone. And he was brutally attacked and beaten. I want to say it in the way that I feel it, because this is how it's coming to me, like in inches of his life. Like if someone didn't intervene, they would have cracked his skull. And I believe that he was so beaten that he had to stay in the hospital. I don't understand how long or whatever, but I just know that I just had to do a reading on him. The last reading I did, it was so profound and so prolific. I don't know if I could ever duplicate it, because that's not how the spirits work. But I'm going to try to see what's going on now. And so I'm going to pick this card for Tekashi 6ix9ine. Oh, let me do it again, because 2 came out. I don't want to have to choose what was first, second, and third. Here we go. Okay, so what I have for him, I have the King of Wands. Is that Wands? Swords. I had to put my glasses on. It's early in the morning. Okay, this is the King of Swords. Wow. So there is someone who's really, 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 really is like on thinking, on attack mode, on just revenge, ready, like a King of Swords thoughts. You can't stop thoughts from racing in your head. And you know, so you can only monitor how deep you allow your thoughts to go. So right now he is in a high level of thought, of thinking, of anger and frustration to what was done to him. This to him does not make sense. However, way I'm understanding it is that he just got out of prison. Am I right? Did he just got out of prison? So I heard. I don't know anything, but I want to go on about this beating. Well, right now what I see, he has really retreated from the world. Did you find anything?
It said that on December 18th of 2019, he was sentenced to 2 years in prison. So that's 2019, so that's 2020.
So he just got out. Because I was wondering why we haven't seen him on the news. For whatever reasons he got arrested, I don't really want to get into all of that. My thing is, I'm just concerned about this young man's health, and I'm concerned about his psychological state. Right now, what I see in the cards, ancestors speak to me. What I see in the cards right now, I see someone who has retreated, who has turned his back, who doesn't trust, who I think what I'm getting from this, you know how I'm getting from this card and this card. Okay, this is the number 6 and this is the number 3. So right at the beginning, you know, he coming out of prison. I'm thinking he okay. I think he thinking he's safe. He must have been out for a few, you know, he's feeling safe. He doesn't know what's going on because he got comfortable and complacent. This is what not my spirit, but this is what my higher self is saying to me through the cards. He got lax. He got just laxed. He just got comfortable, thinking everything blew over for whatever reason that led him there. And this is where he got set up. So also my spirit is saying that that was a setup. That didn't just happen that day. It was planned for that day. He must have been coming there and doing it because he felt very, very relaxed. And the person that let him in, we saw on camera. Also, I see right now that he's really, really introspective right now. He's really, really into himself. He's thinking, he's angry, and here's this hope card. I really think he got some things that he really, really needs to think about, really, because that was just a warning shot for him. And I don't know if he's going to be safe. And I think that he needs to go into the witness protection program. Will he do it? Will he? I don't know. But from what I'm gathering, clearly that's not the life he wants, because he would have to give up everything he had. Why? Because they could track him down. He would go anonymous, right? No one would know who he is. Well, also, I see here is the Chariot. I see the Chariot here. And what I see is the Chariot is you're trying to escape from your past, from the heaviness of it, from the heaviness. You're trying to escape from the heaviness of your past. You're trying to put it behind you. And right now, your music career, everything is so up in limbo with him at this point. He has some decisions to make. Here is the Queen. He don't want to deal with it. He's in a state of depression of some kind. He doesn't want to deal with anything. He knows he is not safe. He is not safe. I see a female coming into his life who's got some input. I don't know if he have a girlfriend, but I'm picking up that there's a female energy that he confines in or something. But I'm getting twisted feelings about her. As everything I say is allegedly, I'm just getting twisted feelings about her. Like I'm getting a feeling like one side of her you can trust, but maybe another side, like she's going to look out for herself when the goings get tough. Now, I could be wrong, but that's the best way I could say it. Like she's afraid too. And whatever it takes for her, and whatever it takes for her to not be afraid, she's going to do it. I just think that she's young and vulnerable, and I think she's afraid too. Also, I see him now. He's more like, this is a 6. So it's like he's just trying to keep the cool, keep the calm, plotting, thinking, what's his next move? Again, he knows it's time to put this in the past. He know he got to move on. If he want to have any life and not look over his shoulder. This has traumatized this young man. How could it not? So this man know the seeker is looking at him as saying, you know the truth. You know the answer. You know you are not safe. Can this young man afford to pay bodyguards from now to the rest of his life? He's in his 20s. How old is he? And what is his sign? No, I don't think so. So he has to really, really think about it, because it would be such a travesty for something really, really, really bad. And to me, this was a warning shot. This was like a warning, like not a shot, but this was a warning, like a warning. And the thing is, one of the things that I remember in the reading that I did on him yesterday was that he was so offended that they beat him. They were bigger than him. They beat him. They stomped him. And not only that, they didn't even wear a mask to cover their faces. And to me, and his view of it, it was so disrespectful to catch him in such a vulnerable place. And they just wanted him to know who he was. They didn't care. And this is what really, really got him going. And it's like the disrespect. He felt like they bitched him, like they made him feel like a bitch. This is, ooh, every time I think about this, I can cry. I cannot express to you the horror of the hell of this that this young man been through. And some of you may believe that he deserved it. I feel like no one deserves to be jumped unaware, unprepared, and not and exposed. You're not even ready. I don't even know what this thing is beating people up in the nude or when they're indecent. Well, nevertheless, whatever's going on with Tashi, say his name, baby. Tekashi, he is in a mental downward spiral. He is raging. He is angry. He's like war.
He's also 26.
He's 26 years old, so he spent 24 and 25 in prison. So this man is raging, he's angry, and he really needs to do something. He needs to go, but he's kicking, he's thumping, he's fighting because he doesn't want to give up this life. But if he want to live, he has to. And that is my read on Tekashi.
6ix9ine.
6ix9ine. I'm going to say 5'6", 6'9". Well, I hope you enjoyed that. I know I did. It was intense. And like I said, this young man, he's angry. And I said, and I'm going to say it, these words came to me the last time, and I'm going to say it again. He see blood, for whatever that means. Sunflower. Oh, you got a question?
Yeah, I did
Go
have
ahead.
a question.
Mm-hmm.
I was just going to ask, how's his health doing?
Mentally. This is a mental thing. This is what this is about. Mentally, he is not well. Mentally, he is broken. Mentally, he feels defeated. Mentally, they bitched him. Mentally, he feel raped. He feel mentally. What they did to him mentally. This is what this whole reading is about. What they did to him mentally. He doesn't even feel it physically. He is just humiliated. That was a humiliated beating. They even beat him looking at him, but not even protecting their face. He's humiliated. Here's the world call. What does that mean in this? That means you done been around, you done seen around. They did what they had to do. And that was a warning. Come around again. We are wherever you are. You can't escape us. This is what they're saying to him. Be afraid. We're at the gym. We're at the supermarket. We're everywhere. This is a message. Oh my God. This is a message. And they sent it loud and clear. It is not over. I want to say it is, but it isn't. But that is my read, and that's all I'm going to say because, like I said, he has an energy that is angry and frustrated, and he's bound where he can't do nothing. So can you imagine how you would feel? Like I feel he feel like this. There it is. That's what he feels like. Can you imagine that? Well, that is my sentiment. This is my read, and that's all I'm able to give at this moment. I wish you had the one that I had yesterday. Wow. Baby Crone lost it by mistake. Well, with that being said, sunflowers.